We on. We on. All right, we on. What's up, everybody? It's been a while. Your boy been, busy. Work, work, work. You know how it goes. Life, goes on. Bills got to get paid. Somebody got to pay him. Tired. I catch Bill. Whoop Bill's ass. One day I'm going to catch him. Bill keep popping up. Every week I get paid. Bill pop up. My check disappear. That fast. It's okay. I'm gonna catch Bill one day. When I catch him, I'm gonna beat the brakes off of him. Anyway, anybody on? Oh, we got somebody on. What's up? What's up, everybody? So we live. It's Friday night. It's been a while. I done missed a couple Fridays, huh? Been a lot going on. Like I said, work, work, work. I've been trying to get caught up on bills and life. It's been kicking me in the ass a little bit, Nothing bad, nothing wrong. Just life, you know. You gotta work, you gotta go out there, sweat and put it in the work so that, you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. So at least that's the way I'm gonna understand it. So it's working. This is the longest I've been out of prison since, I was 9. I've been in and out of a cage. Uh and this is the longest I've been out since I was 9 years old. That's 8 years. It's sad, but I'm 53 and still, most of my life was spent in some sort of confinement or cage, basically. But juvenile, in and out of, juvenile facilities, growing up, going to county facilities to the state facilities, state prison. I never did any fed time. I did all mine state time. Uh but time is time, it don't matter. When you're trapped in that cage, it's that's all that matters. Because you feel every minute you're away from your family, your loved ones, whatever it is. Majority 90% of the time. We put ourselves there, but we had help. There's a lot of help for you. That's what I say. Like, everybody, they tell you, talk about, growing up in the trap. I grew up in the trap. And eventually, when you in a trap, you eventually gonna get caught. It happens. That's life. But that's the thing, that ain't the end of it, because you gotta keep going. It's a can't stop, won't stop thing for me. And if anybody that knows, knows me, knows my background, that's how I've always, growing up. I'm can't stop, won't stop. I'm gonna keep going, can't stop, won't stop. But this has led me, like I made some bad choices. I made some mistakes, but I'm living my best life now, but I'm making better decisions. I'm doing things, for me. I'm doing things, to better myself. And that is working. I go to work. I got a job. I used to sit in a cage. I used to sit in a cage for decades. Over 20 years I spent just in the California prison system. That's not counting, none of the juvenile time. So, I spent decades, calendars, just years after years after years. The one longest term straight was 12 years, 7 months straight. And this is all maximum security, level 3 and level 4. And if anybody knows anything about the California prison system, that's maximum security. There's one level higher than that, and that's death row. So, I'm everybody, all the people I was in there with, had just about most of them had life sentences or, well, when you're in level 4, that's the way it is for real. And I was in there. I spent 4 years in level 4 before I got transferred. But every cellie that I had a life sentence. So the 9 years that I had, I don't even want to tell nobody how much time I got, but my points are jacked up because I'm getting into fights all the time because the whites keep, coming at me because I'm, running with the Crips. So it was hard on the yard, but everything that I went through led me to where I am now. you know in prison I learned how to go to work. I got a job in PIA, which is Prison Industry Authority, for those that don't know. So in prison, they got you get sometimes you just get like a regular porter job, and you don't have a pay number. But then sometimes you get a kitchen job, and you'll be a cook or something, and they'll give you a pay number, but it's like 3 to 12 cents, and that's that's it. So that ain't nothing, but PIA, they start you off at 30 cents an hour. So wow, that's a big jump from 3 to 30. So, in prison, that the little change adds up. And I was in PIA, and I was, I was seeing light at the end of the tunnel. I had been done a majority of my time, and I was getting close to getting out. So I wanted to learn how to go to work every day. So I got into this PIA to train me, to give me some practice before I hit the streets. Because when I get out on the streets, I ain't got nobody. I ain't got nobody to take care of me. I ain't got nobody to, oh, you can come stay here. I'm on my own. So what I'm gonna do, but I got a plan. I'm fixing to make it happen. I'm in here working for pennies. You gonna let me out? Oh man, I'm work. They gonna pay me dollars? I'll work for dollars. So I got out in 2006, and I got myself into a drug program, not per parole and none of that. I chose, because I needed a place to stay. One. But I needed, the structure, because I just did 12 years, 7 months in maximum security prison. And like mentally, I was fucked up. And I didn't know how bad until I got into this program. I got into this program. I was in the Heartland House. It's a sober living facility on Streamview. If anybody from San Diego, you know where Streamview is. There's that spot right in the middle of Streamview, and I got into there fresh out. I'm talking about 2 days after I got out of Soledad Hole. I was released from ADSEG. ADSEG, for those that don't know me, is short for administrative segregation. So basically, this is the whole. I was in X Wing, and then they moved. I had the parole from the hole because the administration had hits out on me from I guess the white inmates. So they had someone supposedly drop kites saying that they were going to stab me or do something to me, and because of this, the administration, automatically, is their rules is just move them off the yard. So I would have to sign chronos saying that, yeah, here, I'll sign the chronos saying that if anything happens to me, you're not responsible because I take responsibility and I choose to stay in the facility. But then, some of the administration, oh no, he's a threat to the safety and security of the institution because him being here could start a racial riot. Because I ride with the blacks. I'm in the cell with the blacks. I'm a Crip, you know what I mean? So I ride and and I'm blonde hair, blue eyes. Ain't no, oh, you don't know who this guy is. But, I'm a Crip. So inside, I walk the line, like that. And if anybody knows anything about the California prison system, that racial divide is majorly uh, uh it's all around the California prison system. So I was like, I had hits out on me, put it like that, and there was certain groups, and I don't be, I'm saying, talking about, but I'm saying other ones, I'm saying, like the ones that gave me the most problems, the ones that, I'm saying, I still got, I'm saying, some scars. I was stabbed twice, on three spots and two different occasions by Nazi lowriders. And I'm saying, they was during the early 90s, they was, trying to make a name for themselves, and they was coming hard. And I was at level 4, and I'm saying those were the ones I was dealing with. I don't take nothing from them, I'm saying, they was doing their shit, I'm saying, they was violent. They was, I'm saying, they was trying to, I'm saying, they was trying to, you know, make a name for themselves. But I don't know their whole situation or what happened, but somehow, I'm saying, the police validated them, and then, I'm saying, I guess they went to, like, a lot of them went to SNY, or I guess what they call PC. It's crazy, the institutional BS. But, that's that's another life. I've been out here longer than I've been out since I was 9 years old, and I've been out over 8 years now. And that's not big for a lot of people. It's 8 years. That's just 8 years. But for me, I sat in the box longer than that. So the longest I did was the 12 years, 7 months straight. And after doing that, you don't want to go. Well, truthfully, I even said that I'd rather die than go back to living in a cage like that, you know. But then, I'm saying, I did some stupid shit, I'm saying, one thing led to another. Next thing you know, I'm back in the cage. So it is what it is. You learn from your mistakes, or you're forced to repeat them. Hopefully you can learn from other people's mistakes. I wasn't that fortunate, because I had people that was trying to give me game and lace me up when I was young. Yo, you ought to do this, or you ought to do this way, or like that. And I wasn't, I'm saying, I wasn't ready. I wanted to do what I wanted to do. And that led me, I'm saying, to where I am now. But I'm saying, hey, I'm living my best life. This is the longest I've been out of prison since I was 9 years old. And that's 8 years. And life keeps getting better. I got a job. I got, I'm saying, a beautiful wife. I got, I'm saying, a beautiful family that's growing. Life is, I'm saying, life is good. And it's gonna keep getting better. Why? Because I said so. And I'm saying, it's it's uh it's all about focusing on the positivity, because I've focused on the negativity long enough. Put it like that. And it's hard for me, because sometimes, well, most times, I relate things to prison, because that's where I was raised. That's where I grew up. That's, I'm saying, most of my life. And people like, I've even had family members, and it's like, well, maybe you shouldn't talk about prison. You shouldn't tell nobody you've been in prison. And it's like, wait a minute, you know what I mean? That's who I am. I'm not ashamed of who I am, because that's got me where I am. I've made some mistakes. I've done some things I'm not proud of. But now, I'm saying, I'm living my best life. I'm saying, I'm healthy. Life is good. I got a job. I got a future. And it's crazy, because for a long time I didn't believe I even had anything to live for. I was just here. And a lot of people don't understand when it's just like survival mode. You know, for me in prison, it was just like survival mode. That's it. I was surviving all those years I spent in the cage. I was just surviving. That's it. But now I'm out here. I got a job. I went through a sober living program. You know what I'm saying? You know, I needed help. I needed some structure. And then I was dealing with unexpected stuff. I didn't understand panic attacks. When I first got out of prison, I'm having panic attacks. Why? Because I'm not locked in my cell. My cell door isn't closed. When my cell door is closed, then I can relax, take my shoes off, and kick back. But I was in like a dorm living at the sober living place when I was released. I didn't have no place else to go. So I was for like 2 weeks, I didn't even sleep. I would just lay there in bed, eyes, you know what I'm saying, open. Everybody else sleep in the room around. And I just, you know what I'm saying, sometimes I get to sleep for like 10 minutes and then a dog will bark or a car drive by or something, and any sound. And then I would wake up and then I would be scared because I would be sitting there trying to figure out, where am I? This ain't my cell. Where am I? Is this a dream? And then, you know what I'm saying, it'll take me a while, you know what I'm saying, to realize where I was at and how I got there. Because for so long, you wake up in that cell. When you get out, you're not, you know what I'm saying, hold on, I'm not in my cell. I'm not comfortable. I'm not, that's my secure spot. Because in my cell, I ain't got nobody to worry about but my cellie. And I usually, you know what I'm saying, I usually have one of the homies up in the cell with me because I'm a Crip. So, you know what I'm saying, and because I'm white. So we always, you know what I'm saying, I use that to the fullest to, hey, man, look, just put me up in the cell with my homeboy. That way it don't be no, you know what I mean? Yeah, some people might not want to be up in the cell, but I'd have been up in the cell with other, you know what I'm saying, blacks that were non-affiliates that were, you know what I'm saying, other gangs. I'd have been in the cell with Usos, you know what I'm saying, Samoans, you know what I'm saying, and it was a Samoan Crip, but you know what I'm saying, lucky, you know what I'm saying, because they'll put you in the cell with a blood just to see what happens. And that usually doesn't work, because sometimes it is what it is. Sometimes you have to, you know what I'm saying, do that for, you know what I'm saying, short time to deal with whatever you have to deal with. I've seen it. It happens. But for the most part, man, look, put me up in the cell with my homeboy that way, you know what I mean, and look, I got mouthpiece. So man, look, I talk to Eskimo into buying a freezer. What you talking about? Shit. But ask somebody. Nah, life keeps getting better, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything, everything keeps going, and I've had people that help me out to get where I am today. So now, you know what I'm saying, hopefully somebody, you know what I'm saying, hey, look, you know what I'm saying, if I can give you a hand up, I'm here. Holla at me. You know what I'm saying? I don't give handouts. You know what I mean? I got a hand up for anybody, but I ain't got no handouts. But everybody knows, you know what I'm saying, it's hard on the yard. It's a struggle, it's a hustle, you know what I'm saying? Everything you gotta go get it. If you want something, you gotta go get it. And that's the thing. I got out of prison, you know what I'm saying, and I had some goals and some plans and some, you know what I mean, and one of them, you know what I'm saying, was my best acquisition, you know, is because I gained a partner and a wife. So, she's been helping me work through man, there's a whole lot of stuff goes on up in there. Believe me. But, it's a process and I'm still working on it. I'm still trying to better myself as much as possible. I'm still, you know what I'm saying, trying to be on YouTube, doing, you know what I'm saying, hollering at y'all, you know what I'm saying, letting y'all know what's going on. But life keeps getting better, it's just, you know what I'm saying, push, push, push. And that's the thing, it's busy and I ain't had a lot of time for my YouTube channel. And I apologize, you know what I'm saying, for not being around long. for the last couple weeks. But we back on, you know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna get some content, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna get up, get out, and get some. Cause that's the thing, you know what I'm saying, ain't been a lot going on, but work, work, work. But it's the weekend. So looking forward to having some fun. I got somebody and got some plans. So we're gonna see if we can get something special for y'all. So what's up? Who we got? Can I get a thumbs up? Anybody awake out there? Y'all sleeping again? Get your ass up. All right, look here. So this goes back to when I first got sentenced to the I got sentenced to 9 years. I ended up doing 12 years and 7 months straight, but I got sentenced to nine, and it was for a fist fight in Tijuana. I was coming back from Club Excess in 1994, and some Navy dude called me an N lover because I was walking with some black girls, and I hit the dude, and you know what I'm saying, led to a little melee, and all this happened on the Tijuana on the bridge. If anybody knows, you know what I'm saying, if you've ever been walk across the border, it's a ped bridge where you walk up and over the streets where the cars are going under, and then you come down the other side. When you come down the other side, you got to go through the customs building. What's up, Snow? When did it really hit you that you were out of prison and free? What was it like? How did it take? How long did it take for that? Man, the process is still going on. I've been out 8 years, and I'm still, I still have issues. It's certain alarms. When you hear that alarm, it's like, you know what I'm saying, hold on, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get down, and like one time, when I first got out on my first offense, I paroled from Corcoran in 1994, and I was walking past a tire shop, and the alarm went off, and I was walking, and I just kneeled down automatically. And then I was walking with a girl, so I immediately just got back up and just kept on walking. And then she was like, what was that? I'm like, oh, it wasn't nothing. And I just keep on going, and I'm trying to, I'm saying, trying to play it off because I'm embarrassed, and I don't want to say it's because that alarm went off. And when the alarm goes off, you get your ass down, because they, in Corcoran, it was one of the deadliest prisons I was in, because there was bodies, people getting shot, if the police don't like you, it was ugly. I knew somebody who was murdered by the correctional officers up there, and the correctional officer, after the shooting, he had to come out of the tower. So he was in the buildings, and he was in my building one day, and he was talking to somebody else, and he said, "Don't have me do you like I did your homeboy." And it was like, damn, just blatant, you killed that man. You didn't have to shoot him. It was a fist fight, and it wasn't even a real fight, you know what I mean? But it was a fist fight. You didn't have to shoot the man. But they say no warning shots, and they mean that. It's not this ain't kitty camp. But now I when I after I after I got out, I still it took me years to get to the point where I could just let my guard down and relax. And I still have, what? You know, ain't nobody walking up behind me, and this is just, it's ingrained because so many years, I spent my life like this. I was always, you know what I'm saying, because in prison, when it comes to fighting, you know what I'm saying, I'm okay. I'm pretty good there. So, you come with something else, and but yeah, the mental fuckery that went on in prison and during incarceration. Anybody that's done a substantial amount of time, they know what I'm talking about because it messes with you, and you can get over it. You say you're over it, but it's still a part of you, you know. And it's like I used to think that I'm trying to catch up, and for what I'm saying, in my younger days, what I'm saying, I was out there trying to catch up on all the years that I had lost, and after like 15 years in prison, man, look, what I'm saying. Oh man, I'm trying to catch up. Oh, I was running the streets, but all that led me to where I am because if I wouldn't have went through all that, I wouldn't have got to where I am. And now I'm living my best life. I got uh hey, things are good. Things are good. They're getting better. You know, I had my surgery. My surgery was a success. Arm back, 100%. Well, not 100%. Say 90%. But the doctor said it'll be a couple more months before it's, what I'm saying, all the way back to 100 because the muscle has to build back up. But I got full range of motion. What I'm saying, no pain, and I'm blessed. Work is good. Well, I got a job, so I'm working. So, what I'm saying, that's, what I'm saying, I'm catching up on bills and, you know, living life. This is, it keeps getting better. This is the longest I've been out since I was 9. This is the best I've ever been doing. This is the most I've ever had. I got a beautiful wife, a good family. What I'm saying, family's growing. Uh, the future looks bright. Mm. Nah, but what I'm saying, we getting there. My little YouTube channel's doing good. Look, I got people, what I'm saying, speaking up. I've had people, what I'm saying, I was at a taco shop getting some grub and somebody hollered at me. Appreciate you, dudes. Man, life, what I'm saying, life goes on. So you gotta go on too. It's just how you want to go on, what I'm saying? You choose that. So I know some people that have been in for almost 4 decades and they don't want to be released. They keep waiving parole hearings. Is that a common thing? It's an institutionalized thing, and what I'm saying, it's hard because when I got out after doing that 12 years, I was scared. And what I'm saying, it's hard to admit. It's hard for a man, that male ego. It's hard for that male ego to admit fear. But fear is a normal thing. Fear is a way of life. Fear just lets you know what I'm saying, to be ready. That's it. It don't mean stop. It don't mean, what I'm saying, it's telling you to get ready because it's either fight or flight. You either going to, what I'm saying, run or run up. That's it, and that's, man. And it's sad that people get stuck and don't want to leave because they're comfortable in there, and that's the thing. I was never comfortable in there. No. But you know what I'm saying, I was scared. I got out, I was scared. I didn't have no place to go. I didn't have no family. I didn't have nothing. And I'm getting out after 12 years, 7 months straight. I was being released from the hole. So I don't have no pre-release, which is the prep stuff and giving my license and all the stuff that I need so that I can be prepared when I get out. But no, none of that. And this is after doing 12 years in maximum security, level 3 and level 4 for 12 and a half years. And then you parole me from my last 8 months in the hole. And then here, pat on the ass. Here go $200 gate money, and here go a check for the money that was on your books, and you can't cash it because you don't have an ID. And we're gonna take half of your $200 and use it on the bus ride to Greyhound you from Gilroy, California, which I paroled from Soledad. So they paroled me from the hole and they dropped me off at a bus station in Gilroy, California. I was on the bus from like 10 in the morning until like 2 in the morning. We got to San Diego finally. But I sat, we stopped every 10 miles coming down California. But it was a lot of stops. So, you get 15 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 15 minutes here, 30 minutes here. In LA, I think I sat over there for like an hour and a half waiting for my bus. And then, finally got to San Diego to get dropped off downtown 2 in the morning with no place to go. I had the parole address because I got to check in with parole in 24 hours. So I know this is where I got to go. So I'm just going to start going right now. And I just started walking from, the bus station. And it was downtown. And I walked, I walked all the way through my hood. Walked all the way down Market Street until I got to the Euclid trolley station. And then it was morning and jumped on the trolley and headed out to the parole office. Nah, it's sad when people get stuck in there and don't want to leave. It's a comfort thing. He's comfortable and he knows what to expect, I'm not sure, a lot of people say, oh, it's easy in there, you know. It is to an extent because you have all your needs are met. You got 3 hots and a cot. You got medical, dental, vision. You, you got a yard, a gym, and you got, programs where you can go learn this vocation or that vocation. You can go to education. You can go to all different kinds of different religious services. You got, a gated community. Nah, it's sad when I don't mean to joke about that. I've known, I got a couple homies that's still stuck up in there, and we, out here praying, that somebody, loosens that, that key so that they can get cut loose. But it's a lot of work going on too. I know people who are actively working in, with organizations to help people that have life sentences and in situations like that. So, there was I was just part of a group thing where they got at the. I'm not sure. See, I don't want to murder it, and I don't remember it all right now. But it was like they were serving notice to the DA, and the DA sent a representative, and then they brought up a case and showed, where they did the research and showed how there were, say, 10 black males between the ages of 18 and 25, and the same 10 white males between 18 and 25, and the white males get paroled or get other than life, and then all the black males get life without, and no possibility. And it's like, why? Same crimes, same, situations, same time frames, same courts, same situations, but All these people get a good deal. All those people get hung out to dry. So, what it do, Snow? Hey, I see you. I see you. Nah, so life, I'm saying, life is what you make it, because I don't know, I'm saying, I don't know about this brave new world. Anybody know about the brave new world? I'm just clowning because they got the new movie out, Captain America. Captain America's black. I don't know. I saw the movie. And I'm not a fan. It was corny. It was. I think it was. I don't know. I understood the movie, but just nah, not going for it. But on the other note, uh, work has been kicking me in the tail, or I'm just getting old. Don't tell nobody. So what I'm saying, Nah, I've been, I'm saying, I've been laying up for a while. So now, I'm saying, it's been a while, I'm saying, back at work. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm feeling myself. Feel like, I'm saying, going climbing a mountain in the morning, huh? Yeah. What do you think? Should I go climb a mountain in the morning? Let me know. Let me know. Hit the comments. I hear you. Nah, but I'm saying, so I've been thinking about, I ain't done one of my hikes in a while. Me and the wife, we usually, I'm saying, go up and, I'm saying, hike one of the mountains in a little area. Get that car. Yeah, you got, man, look, I'm getting older, I'm saying, plus I do a lot of driving at work. I like to drive, and I know if I drove all the time at work, I don't know if that'd work out, because, I'm saying, it's like you sitting in a couch and you just turning a handle and pushing some pedals, and then I'm snacking because I got my lunch on the passenger seat. But, I don't know, I'm saying, I gotta, I'm saying, gotta get out, get moving. But I think I'm doing good. I had I got all the way up to 310. But I'm saying, I knocked it back down. I'm down to like 280. I got down to 260, but I'm saying, that didn't last long. I got down there and then I got hungry. Nah, I'm working on it. It's a process. I'm learning. I'm learning about nutrition and how to eat better. I'm not. Look, I'm not eating no more of this poison. People, we gotta stop. Look, don't spend your money on this poison. Another thing, I've been using the microwave for years and years and years, and now, I'm saying, I'm done. I'm not using the microwave no more. And that's sad, because it's a convenience. It's easy. But I'm under the impression that, yeah, irradiating your food. It's heating up the moisture, but what I'm saying, it's irradiating your food, and then you're ingesting that into your body. Okay, I'll quit. And then that's the thing, I'm trying to, I'm saying, find ways to eat better. I gotta find. I'm scared of the water, and that's what I drink. I try not to. I have a soda be calling me, but I'm saying, I'm trying to not drink soda and just drink water. But now it's like, hold on, the tap water got all this, all these heavy metals and all this stuff in it. So now I gotta, I'm saying, get the. I heard I need a reverse osmosis water purification thing. So that's what I'm looking into, trying to find out. They got me scared, because you keep putting poison in your body. Guess what's gonna happen? I know. And those that don't know, hey, you know what I'm saying? Y'all keep doing it. I can't control you. I can't control you. I can tell you, look, don't take that shit. Don't eat that shit. Don't drink that shit. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't spend your money on that shit. That's the thing. We gotta do better. We gotta do better as a whole. We gotta work, you know what I'm saying, together. Pay attention, you know what I'm saying? Look around, you know what I'm saying, work, man, look, we gotta do better. But that's the thing, it's a brave new world, huh? It's a brave new world. That was kind of scary. uh Captain America. I don't know. I would quit on that punk ass Captain America. After all this shit they done did. No. Your boy clowning. Clowning. Got jokes. Okay. So yeah. I'm thinking about climbing a mountain tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? If I can, you know what I'm saying, wake my wife up. I don't know if she's into it. All I know is once I hit my 50s, I felt it. Your body reminds you you ain't young no more. Yeah, that's what that's what I've been saying, you know what I'm saying? That's why I ain't been on my YouTube game. I come home after work. Some days wore out. I work 10-hour days. So, I'm not driving all day. And then, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I'm out there, you know what I'm saying, getting my little exercise, uh, in the yard, and I be out there doing work. We was chopping down some trees. We got all kinds of shit going on at the yard. But that's the thing, it's always, shit to do. So I stay busy and just keep going. I have a list, a never ending list that they keep adding stuff onto. And then I just go through my checklist, you know what I'm saying, and knock things off the list one at a time. You know what I'm saying? I can't do everything. You know what I mean? I can't be everywhere. But I do what I can and I knock shit off. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying, I think they like me because yeah, I still got a job. Hey, it's hard on the yard. They've let go a lot of people and the company, I'm saying, is man, but it's not a lot of work. The economy ain't, I'm saying, ain't all that. People are still wondering, hey, what's gonna go on? Hey, what's next? Hey, what's gonna happen now? So we'll see. But I work I work in the communications company, so we gonna keep going no matter what. Y'all watching this, ain't you? Yeah, I did that. But no, you know what I'm saying. When I first, I've been working in this field for mm, uh, 13 years. Yeah, 13 years in the communication field. I've done a few things. I know a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I'm not just a guy digging a hole. But no, I chose underground. A lot of our work, I'm saying, is aerial. But I've been, I'm certified to, in the bucket trucks and stuff like that. And I got, I'm saying, a whole bunch of certifications under my belt. But I got like heavy equipment. I got a couple pieces of equipment at the yard, and they keep me busy. It's a lot going on because it's constantly material coming in and out, and our we had up to I think we had like 100 over 100 employees in our yard, and we got yards all up and down California. So the company is, I remember when the Christmas party, when it was, they said it was like 200 employees. And I remember, I think it was last year or something, and we were at like 700 and something and growing, because We're working at the company is working in Guam. The company is working in Hawaii. The company is working in Tennessee, Florida, the East Coast now, all up and down California. We got people in Oklahoma. We got people in. We got we got a lot of people out. We got a lot of people out working. This company is providing a living for people because HP is how I feed my family. So I need my job. This is my hustle. This is I don't have to go out in the streets and take nobody's stuff. I got a job now, so I gotta get up, get out, and get something. And it's working. Like I said, I'm living my best life. This is the longest I've been out since I was 9. And you know what I'm saying? It's only 8 years, but it's still, this is the best life for me. So what's up, people? What we got? I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. All right. So, anybody got anything? Got a question? What we got going on? It's Friday night. Who got something going on tonight? I know we ain't spending no money. Don't spend no money tonight. If you know, you know. Hey, I'm at home with the wifey. When I get off of here, you know what I'm saying? I'm going over there. But, it is what it is. So what's up? Anybody got a question? Going once? Going twice? All right. Hey, I'm gonna be working on some other stuff for y'all. So stay tuned. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the share, and tell a friend and tell a friend. And share this with somebody. It helps my channel. All right. Thanks. See ya.